everybody. So we're live. Sorry, I was a couple of minutes running late there, but we are definitely getting crack-a-lacking this morning or this afternoon, technically. So happy day to you. Glad you're all here. My name is Leslie, and I am your boot camp instructor. And what we're going to do between now and 1:30 over the next 30 minutes is an express boot camp class, sometimes also referred to as HIIT type of workout, high intensity interval training. What we're going to do is we're going to have 3 rounds of 6 exercises. They will be preceded by a warm-up. They will be followed by a cool-down. And since this is only a 30-minute class, we never have enough time to do the kind of warm-up and cool-down I would really like to. So I'm always going to invite you guys to come to class. Start your warm-up in your space for a couple of minutes. So come to class warm. Additionally, once class is concluded, because I really like to make sure I honor and respect your time and end right at 1:30. Once class is concluded, please stay in your space and continue to cool down and stretch out, because we just can't get it all done in 30 minutes. But if you do a little bit before and if you do a little bit after, then we can get it done. Mission accomplished. Yay! So what are you going to need for today's mission? Well, let me tell you. You will need comfortable clothing, appropriate footwear, an open space. We are doing some floor work, so you're going to need a mat if you want. I have left it in the other room. You're going to need water. Please don't do what I just did and leave my water in another room. Make sure you've got a glass of water, a bottle of water, something so that you stay hydrated. And of course, the most important thing, positive mental attitude. Yay! Because we are working out to get stronger and stronger and stronger. So having said that much, let me make sure that I have my timing correct here. We're going to warm up. Nope, I need a timer. There we go. We're going to warm up for a minute and 45 seconds, and then we're going to go straight into our exercises. And our warm up today is going to be warrior. Let me look at this real quickly here. Yeah, good. We're going to do warrior jacks. And a warrior jack, let me adjust this camera so you can see feet and weights and all sorts of interesting stuff in here. Warrior jack is simply a jumping jack that instead of just going back and forth this way, one leg will go back, both arms will go up. Other side. That is a warrior jack. So let me check our timing. We are 2.5 minutes into class. Clock is started. Ready, guys? Let's go. So, warrior jack. Please make sure, guys, that as you're doing this, you're making sure that your core, keep going, your core is pulled in. So number 1, belly button sucked in toward the spine. So suck that belly button in. Number 2, make sure that as you're doing this, that you are rolling through your feet, that you're not landing, stomping like this, that you're actually rolling through your foot and you're landing, toe, arch, heel. This helps absorb the impact of your body weight coming down on your joints. It protects your joints. So make sure, keep going, that you're rolling through your feet. Number 3, as we're doing this and our feet are coming in and out, please make sure, guys, that you're not letting this kind of thing happen where you're kind of caving in and you're rolling in your arches or you're rolling your knees in. Keep everything pointing forward as much as possible. Next up, you bet you didn't think jumping jacks had this much to talk about. Next up, please make sure as you're working your arms that you're really thinking about pushing up and pulling down so that you are engaging both your pectorals, your lats, your traps, your biceps, keeping everything involved in here. So this is where that mind-muscle connection comes in. Keep going. 20 seconds to go. And you really want to create that resistance by pushing and pulling. Pushing and pulling. So that turns our warrior jacks into just this, from this just cardio exercise because our feet are coming in and out, and it turns it into a full body exercise. Keep going. 5 seconds left, guys. Keep going. Good. All right, nicely done. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And I'm going to give your arms a little bit of a rest. I'm going to switch the exercises. So the first exercise up is going to be lunges. And we're just going to do them forward. So with the lunge, you want to make sure chin's up, chest lifted, abs engaged. You're stepping up and over and going down, coming back. Up and over and back. Ready, guys? And go. So with your lunges, please make sure, guys, I'm going to do this to the side. I don't want to see this thing where you're in your toes. You want to make sure that your weight is in the heel of that forward foot. All right? So your weight is right here in your heel. All right? You also want to make sure that you're stacked. Shoulders, hips, knees. Pushing back, using the back of those legs to help pull you back. Good. 15 seconds. So again, we are not doing the lunges where our weight's in our toes or our knees are way past our knees. Excuse me. Our knees are way past our feet, our toes. Keep everything back. Keep that weight in the heels of your feet. Good. All right, next up, push-ups. And you can choose your push-up if you need to. Oh. If you need to modify it, you can do it on a chair or against the wall. The least difficult modification is here on a wall. Make sure your hands are not up here. Your hands are basically in front of your shoulders. So you can push up against the wall. You can push up on a chair. And the more vertical you are, the easier it is. The more horizontal, the more difficult. So down here on the flat part of the chair is going to be more difficult. And then, of course, the full push-up on the floor. You choose. You ready, guys? Go. So with your push-up, you want to make sure that you're pushing through, here it comes, your heels. Heels of your hands, heels of your feet. Why? Because you want to make sure that as you're doing this, you are engaging the posterior chain, the muscles along the back of your body. And the only way you can do that is if you're pushing through the heels of your feet. That engages the posterior muscles in your lower body. If you're pushing through the heels of your hand, that engages the posterior muscles in your upper body, in your shoulders, in your back. All right? Keep going, guys. Please make sure you're keeping your hands at about a 45-degree angle. If you want to make it more difficult, bring those elbows in. Good job. All right, shake it out, shake it out. Next up, we're going to switch it again. We're going to do tabletop. You guys are familiar with this one. On your back, shoulders are lifted up off the ground, hands pushing into the knees, knees pushing into the hands. Instant tension in that core, and we're going to hold it for 45 seconds. Ready, guys? Go. All right, so with this one, if you're new to this, it can be a little weird feeling. About 2 or 3 seconds into it, you start feeling a little kind of herky-jerky. That's good, actually. That means your core muscles are engaged. So if you get a little herky-jerky, just bear with it. Keep holding it as best you can. If you get to the point where you need to release it, guys. Relax for 2 or 3 seconds. Come back in it. Most importantly, don't push too hard this way or this way. This is going to cause a lot of tension in your neck and shoulders, and that's super uncomfortable, all right? So just a little bit in your hands, a little bit through the knees, creates a lot of tension in your core. Good. 5 seconds to go, guys. Keep going. That's it. And there we go. All right. Flip it over. We're going to do plank jacks. You can either do them with your arms fully extended, like so, or on your forearm. I tend to like them a little bit on my forearm. And you're just feet out, in, out, in, out, in. Keep that core nice and tight and engaged. And go. Yeah, you go too, timer. All right. That's it. So keep that body nice and tight. Good. Push through the forearm or through the heels of the hand. Even though your feet are moving, push through those heels. Make sure. Good, guys. 15 seconds in. Make sure you're not lifting your hip. Make sure that hip, shoulders, head, knees, everything is a nice straight line, a nice plank. Good. 15 seconds. That's it. Keep those feet moving in and out. And keep this core, your core, rock solid. Good. Don't let it flex, especially with that lower back. Don't let your body get all noodly and flexing through this. Good work. All right. Here's a fun one we haven't done in a while. Sometimes it's called a fire hydrant. This is to help target glute medius, that muscle right here on the side of your hips. This is a really important stabilizing muscle for you. So for older folks, this muscle gets weak, and this is what contributes to them not being able to right themselves when they lose their balance. Super, super important muscle to keep you upright. So our variation of this, you get to choose. I'm going to give you two choices, all right? So you can literally bring this knee up as if you're a dog in a fire hydrant. That's one variation. The other variation is the leg out to the side and lift it. You can choose which one you want to do. I promise you, you're going to feel either one of them, all right? And go. So if you're doing the fire hydrant, you want to make sure that you aren't going to start swinging the upper body here, okay? You guys saw that. You want to make sure that you're just lifting from right here in the hip. And this is the one that starts to burn pretty quickly. The other one is with the leg straight out. Again, guys, you're just targeting the glute medius on this particular exercise. So it might not take many lifts before you feel the fire burning so much you got to stop. And that's okay. Make sure if you haven't switched legs, I apologize for not mentioning that at the beginning. Just do a couple of lifts on one side, a couple of lifts on the other. Okay, last one we're going to do, curtsy lift. So a curtsy lunge, bring it up, lift. Curtsy lunge, stable first, then lift. Again, don't throw your body. It's not about that. It's lift. And although it looks like I'm lifting it really high because of the way the floor is and the lighting, guys, I'm not. I wish there was a great angle that I could get for you to see. I'm only lifting my foot maybe 3 inches off the ground. It looks higher. It's not about how high you lift your leg. If you're in the correct positioning, it is physiologically impossible for you to lift this leg in this hip socket more than a few inches. All right? We're targeting the glute medius. Ready? We'll do 3 on each side. So you'll curtsy, stable, lift. Curtsy, stable, lift. Curtsy, stable, lift. Other side. Curtsy, balance, lift. Curtsy, balance, lift. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, balance, don't let that foot touch the ground, and then lift. Good. That's one modification of that particular exercise that really makes you tap into the core for balance, but also squeeze that glute to stabilize. Good work, guys. Almost done. Woo! There's a wave. Come on, wave with me, guys. Woo! Wave. Round 1 done. Grab your drink, and we'll keep going. I'm going to put my timer on for 45 seconds. I'm going to grab my water in the kitchen. You guys stay here. I'll be right back. All right. 15 seconds left, guys, and we're going to start round 2 with that lunge. Okay? All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Front lunges, alternating legs. Good. Front lunge. That's it. Take it forward. Take it forward. Good. Keep going, guys. Nice. 15 seconds in. Please, 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 guys, most of these exercises, I don't care about the number of repetitions. I'm not interested in high reps. I'm interested, and I want you to be interested and focus on form. All right? Clean form ensures that, number one, you're working safely. Most important thing, working safely. Good form also ensures that you're actually doing what you're supposed to do. All right? Next up, on the floor, push up. Choose your variation. Modify with the chair or bench or wall or on the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Good. Go. So with your push-up, remember, guys, don't flail those elbows out. I need them at a 45-degree angle. More difficult, bring those elbows in. Really crazy difficult, we'll do what's called a triangle push-up, where you make a triangle about the center of your chest and you work from here. Both the triangle and the push-up with the arms next to the body target your tricep. All right? Please make sure that when you're pushing up, you're fully opening that back up. As you lower yourself, you're allowing those shoulder blades to come in and squeeze together. And then as you push up, you're opening those shoulder blades, okay? So you're both retracting those shoulder blades at the bottom and opening them up as you extend those arms. Good work, guys. Flip it over, tabletop. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Tabletop. Remember, shoulders off the ground, hands into the knees into the hands. Woo! Instant tension in that core. Make sure as you're doing this, guys, you're sucking that belly button in. Super important. You don't want to puff your stomach out during this. You want to draw it in. Good work. 15 seconds. Keep going. If you need to, release this. Remember, don't push too hard. It's going to create unnecessary tension in your neck. No. Let's relax this neck and shoulders. Good. 5 seconds. You got this, guys. Keep going. Good. And flip it over. Plank jacks. You get to choose forearm or arms fully extended. If you do either, please remember, guys, to push through your forearm or your hands to open that back up and force the traps and the lats to come to this particular party. We want this to be a full body exercise. Go. Good. Belly button sucked in. Keep this core nice and tight. Even though the feet are jumping in and out, your body doesn't have to flex as this happens. Good. Keep that body in nice straight plank. Think of rebar. Think of a rebar. 2 pieces of rebar going through your legs, through your hips, and as they come together through your torso and into your neck, it's one piece. Okay? Like a piece of rebar. Don't let that body flex. Good. There's a little bit because you have to have something to work against for your feet to come in and out. All right, that's it. Next up on deck is that fire hydrant with the knee bent or with the leg fully extended. You choose. Remember, 3 on one side, 3 on the other. Go. That's it. Make sure that you're not wagging the dog on this particular exercise, that you are lifting from the hip. Good. That's it. And I know it burns. We're going to find that fire round 3. We're going to push it a little bit more. But good work. 20 seconds less to go. Remember, you are either lifting straight up with the knee or lifting that leg. And here's a little tip. Lift your knee. Don't think about lifting your leg. Think about lifting the knee. For whatever reason, it makes it a little easier. And it helps you find that glute medius a little easier too. Nice. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Next up, curtsy lunge. You choose the direction, 1 each side. Go. Curtsy, lift. Other side. Curtsy and lift. You want to make this more challenging? As you come up from the curtsy, don't let that leg touch the ground. Find your balance first, and then from here, lift. 1 each side. That's it. You really want to make this work as you're coming up from that curtsy, guys. As you're coming up from that curtsy, squeeze this glute. That's really going to help ground you so you can lift this leg. Good work. Less than 10 seconds to go. Keep going. Round 2 down. Oh, we are doing great on time today, guys. Good work, y'all. All right, done. 60-second break. Get your water. All right, nice work, you guys. We're doing great on time. We're going to have a couple of extra minutes for the cool down. I love that. All right, shake it out, shake it out. If you need to stretch something out a little bit, like these glutes, here's a really great stretch that you can do. Many of you are probably familiar with this. Opposite shoulder to knee. Hug it in. That helps loosen this up. Or cross your knee, ankle over your knee, and pull this leg forward. Pull that knee forward, the foot forward. Push the knee away. It helps stretch it out. All right. Cool. Round 3 is up. First exercise on deck, that lunge. You ready, guys? Go. So again, with this lunge, you want to step up and over. Make sure that that weight is in your heel, front leg. Push it back. The weight in your heel. Push it back. Good. That's it, guys. All right. Make sure that you're feeling it in the quad as you're going forward, that forward leg. As you're going down, feel it in the quad. As you're pushing yourself back, feel it in the back of your legs, the hamstrings, the glutes. And pay attention to what you're feeling or what you're not feeling. If you're not feeling it in one of those muscles, that means that's the weaker muscle of the two. And we have an opportunity to help strengthen that so you have a more balanced leg. Next up, push up. Choose your variation, modified or regular. And go. Good. Again, those arms are everything. Hands about chest, hands chest or shoulder level, not up here. Elbows, don't wing them out. 45-degree angle. More challenging, elbows in. That's going to work more of the tricep. Super challenging, let's do a diamond push-up or a triangle push-up. Hands right here, about chest centered, and do your push-up from there. Again, that helps target the back of your arms, your tricep. Good. Make sure that when you're coming up, you're fully extended. When you come down all the way. A lot of times you'll see people in the gym working right about here. This is their range of motion. It's not really doing that much for them. You get a whole bunch of reps out of that, but are you really working the muscles fully and getting that full range of motion? No, you're not. So don't cheat yourself for the glory of having more reps. It's not about the reps, guys. It's about the strength that you're building through your body. So work that full range of motion. All right. Next up, tabletop. Flip it over on the back. Let's work that core. And go. Remember, relax the neck and shoulder. Do not push the hand so hard and the knee so hard into each other that you're tensing up your neck. We don't want that. Relax. Relaxed upper body. A little bit this way, a little bit this way. Whole bunch right here. Good. Keep going, guys. And don't forget, if you ever have comments, questions, or concerns, there is a chat feature in this. That's why we use it. You can type your questions so I can answer any questions that you might have about what we're doing or what we did. It's interactive. Great work. 6 seconds to go, guys. Next up on deck. Good. Next up on deck is your plank jack, either modified on the forearm, arms fully extended. You ready, guys? Let's go. Plank jack. We just had someone join us. If you're not familiar with the plank jack, fully extended on the forearms. Basically, your feet are hopping in and out like a jumping jack while you stabilize with your arms. Good. Keep going, guys. 20 seconds to go. Again, relax those shoulders and the upper body, but make sure you're pushing through the heels of your hand or through your whole forearm so that you are activating that back, activating the muscles in the upper posterior chain. Same thing with your feet. Push through the heels of your feet, activating the muscles in the lower posterior chain, your glutes and your hammies. Good work, guys. Shake it out, shake it out. Okay, it's fire hydrant time. Go. For our new friend on class, it's a fire hydrant. So all fours, you're going to lift that knee up to the side, or you're going to extend that leg and lift that leg. You get to choose which one you do. Please do 3 or 4 repetitions, switch sides. Oh man, I just shot myself in the foot. I forgot we were going to do the more challenging variation. That's okay, we'll save it for later this week. 10 seconds to go. Keep going, guys. Almost there. We have one more exercise, and then we are in the home stretch. You ready? And good. Bring it up. Curtsy lift. For our new friend, you're going to do a curtsy lunge. Bring the leg to the side. Get your balance and lift. It looks like I'm lifting it really high. I'm only lifting a few inches off the ground. If you wish to make this more challenging, don't let that leg touch the ground before you lift. Let's go. So here we go. Curtsy. Find your balance. My leg didn't touch. Lift. Other side. Curtsy. Find that balance. Lift. Good. That's it. So we're really working the muscles here in the side of our legs, the glute medius. There are 3 muscles in the glute complex, and everyone knows about the gluteus maximus. We want to get this glute medius right here, the side of your hip. That's really an important muscle to make sure that it stays strong and developed. When this bad boy gets weak, you can't help yourself if you lose your balance, okay? It's one of those muscles that really helps upright you when you lose your balance. Yes, we did it. Woo! All right, drop to the floor. Let's stretch this out straight away. We've only got 2.5 minutes. Cross one knee cross an ankle over your knee. Bring that knee forward. Bring that foot forward. Press the knee away. You're going to feel this right here. Let me switch sides. So pressing the knee away, pulling the foot forward, you'll feel it in that glute medius. Awesome stretch. Variation of that. Cross your foot over your knee, opposite shoulder to knee. Same thing. You're going to feel that stretch in that glute medius. Switch sides. And again, let me just repeat for you guys. We have to end at 1:30. I respect your time and your schedule, so we're not going to have a full cool down. Continue to cool down and stretch out in your space until you feel like you have cooled down and stretched everything out. Bring it up. You have about 1.5 minutes. Lateral lunge, we're stretching out that inner thigh. Other side, stretch it out. We're going to move a little quickly here. All right. From here, take a step back. Balance. Toe up. Make sure the hips are forward, body's upright. Lean forward with the straight back. We're stretching out the back of our legs. This stretch, guys, is not about, I'm so off balance today, how low you can go and touch your foot. Keep that back straight, hinge at the hips. We're stretching out behind the knee and in the back of the leg. Other side. Toe up, back straight, hips forward. Don't open those hips. Hips forward, straight. You really should not be able to go all the way down unless you are incredibly flexible. But you'll feel the warmth and the stretch behind the knee. Good. Bring it up. Let's see how we're doing on time. We're at the bottom of the hour. All right, guys, take a deep breath in. Exhale out. One more time, a deep breath in. Continue to stretch out and cool down in your space. Great job today, and I will see you guys next class. Take care, everybody. Thank you. Bye.